Hello everyone. In this video I will explain about Numpy in machine learning. If you watch this video completely, it will be sufficient for you to implement Numpy anywhere in any project. So let's get started. Before getting started, you might have a question: why to use Numpy? We have already popular widely used data structure, that is list. So why Numpy? List is slower than Numpy, slow in terms of accessing elements and in execution time. Numpy uses relatively less memory to store data than list, and that's the reason why Numpy is a popular choice for performing numerical computing tasks in Python. And we can do many operations with Numpy than list. We will see what those operations are. And to write Numpy code, you need to install Numpy library first. And to do this, you can open command prompt and type pip install Numpy. It will install Numpy in your system. And to import Numpy, you can write import Numpy as np. I am using alias np. Now one-dimensional array. We can define one-dimensional array easily with Numpy. Suppose variable a equals, I can write np dot array and in square bracket, suppose 5 7 3. I can print a and it will display one-dimensional array 573. I can also, let me copy this code, and I can also write print here to print this variable. So in Jupyter notebook I have two choices to print a variable. Let me copy this code, and also I can define data type here. Data type equals, suppose int 16. By default the data type is integer 16. If I write here suppose float, you can see the value is now in decimal. This dot represent this is decimal value. I can also write another data type int 64, and yeah, this is integer. The array has integer element. Next we have two-dimensional array. Let me copy this code. Let me paste it here. Now as this is two-dimensional array, I will be having two square bracket, and let's add another row 7 8 0. Okay, this is two-dimensional array. I can write a dot ndim, number of dimension, and it will display 2 because this is two-dimensional array. This is first row and this is second row. I can also print shape. This is 2 by 3 matrix. I can also define its data type. By default the data type is integer 32. I can also pass data type manually here. Data type equals, suppose int 64. And now if I again execute this cell, data type will be int 64. I can also print size, a dot size, and there are 6 elements, so the output will be 6. Now I can also print each element of array, that is I can access any of this element. Suppose if I want to print this 8, I will go like 0th row 1th row, 0th column 1th column, so 8 is present in 1th row and 1th column. I can write like a11, it will display 8. That means 0th row 1th row 0th column 1th column, it is present in 1 1. That is 1th row and 1th column. Now I can also print 0th row and all column. This column indicate all, so it is 0th row and all column. You can see the output will be 573. This is all, so 0th row and all column, so it will display 573. And in the same way, if I write here all row, one column, so all row and one column, so the output will be 7 8. It will include all row and this is one column, so it will display 7 8. You can practice this by yourself to see what will be the output. Now we can also change the element of array. Let me change some of the value of array. Now I can write a 1 1 16. Now if I print a, you see previously it was 8 here, but now it is 16 because I have changed the element. Now let me discuss three-dimensional array. A equals np.array. Now I will be having 3 square bracket. Let me define some value here. 5 7 3 6 8 9. 7 9 0 8 5 6. Okay, this square bracket surrounds everything, and this square bracket surrounds this first element, and another it will surrounds this one, and it is three-dimensional array. I will display dimension later. So first of all, let me print a. The output will be the element I have defined, and if I print its dimension, it is three-dimensional array. Now I would like to print this value, so for this I can write a, and I have to pass three element here. So this is my 0th value and this is my 1th value, so I have to write 1, and now same as previous, this is my 0th row, so I have to pass 0, and this is 0th 1 2, this is my 2 column, so I have to write 2. If I execute this, it will display 0. In this way I can access this value. Now next one is type of matrix. We have 0 matrix, suppose z equals np dot, I can write zeros to define 0 matrix with numpy. I would like to define 3 by 3 0 matrix. If I print j, this is my 3 by 3 0 matrix. I can also write here, I can also define data type. Let me define integer 16. Now this is my 0 matrix having integer element. Next I have ones matrix. I can write O equals np dot, I can write ones to define ones matrix. Now I would like to have 4 by 4 ones matrix. Now if I print O, this is my ones matrix. I can also define its data type integer 8. So this is my ones matrix. In this way I can define 0 matrix and 1 matrix. Next, identity matrix. I can write np dot identity 3. I can pass single value here, that means 3 by 3 matrix. I don't need to pass 2 value for defining identity matrix. I can simply pass 1 value and it will display. See, this is my 3 by 3 identity matrix. The identity matrix has 1 in its diagonal. Let me discuss now full and full like. I can write np dot full, suppose 4 by 4, and I can write 6. So what is this? That means I have 4 by 4 element, all the element has value 6. I can also write np dot full like. Now here let me copy this O. My O is ones matrix, right? I can pass directly here O, and this is my 4 by 4 ones matrix. So here if I pass 2, you see all the element of 1 is replaced by 2. And now this Z is my zeros matrix. Suppose if I pass, suppose let me write np dot full like, and Z is my zero matrix. If I pass here 10, see all the 0 is replaced by 10. So in full I have to pass the size of matrix, and in full like I can pass either ones matrix or zeros matrix. Next we have random decimal number. How to get random decimal number with NumPy? It's easy. I can write np.random.rand, and I have to pass two value here, 3, 2. It will display 3 by 2 matrix, and each of this element ranges from 0 to 1. So this is the random value. I can also get integer random value, random integer number. Simply I can write np.random.randint. Suppose I want random from 1 to 10, and I will define size of matrix, suppose 4 by 4. See, this is 4 by 4 matrix, and the element ranges from 1 to 10. If I execute this cell again and again, the value will be changed because this is random number. Next, how to copy an array? Let me define ones matrix of 4 by 4. This is my ones matrix. Now I would like to copy this ones matrix. So for this it's easy. I can simply write, suppose d equals o dot copy. I want the value of o in d. Now if I print d, the output will be same because I have copied same value that is in o variable, that is 4 by 4 one matrix. Next, arithmetic operation with NumPy. Let me define NumPy array. So this is one dimensional array. I can print this. Now I can perform several arithmetic operation. I can write a plus 2, and 2 will be added to each element of this array. So see, the output will be 4, 3, 6, 7. I can also perform subtraction, and each element of the array will be subtracted by -2. I can also perform multiplication. Each element will be multiplied by 3. In the same way I can perform division. Each element will be divided by 2, and also I can get the power of 2, and each element will be, if it is 2, 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. So 4, 1, 16, 25. I can also perform a modulo 2, that is to get the remainder, and these all are the remainder. Next, let me define another array. This is also one dimensional array. Let me print this. Now I can also write a plus b and the value will be added. I can also perform mathematical operation like I can perform sine, I can perform cos. So I can perform like sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, everything I can do it easily with numpy. Next we have linear algebra. So this is very important topic. I can create ones matrix. So np dot ones. Suppose this is my 2 by 3 matrix, and let me define data type integer 16. Also let me define b, another suppose zeros matrix of 3 by 1, and let me define data type, it is also integer 16. Suppose print b. So I have defined ones and zeros matrix. Now I would like to perform matrix multiplication, which is also known as dot product between two matrices. And to multiply this, the number of columns in first matrix should match to the number of rows in the second matrix. You see this 3 in this matrix, this is number of columns in first matrix, and this should match to the number of rows in second matrix, that is 3. So this 3 equals 3, so I can perform matrix multiplication here. As all of my element of b is 0, I would like to add 2 here, because you know every digit multiplied by 0 will equal to 0, so I don't want that as an output. Now I can easily perform matrix multiplication. I can use np.matmul and I can pass my array a comma b. See, the output will be 6 and 6. So if you perform matrix multiplication in your copy, you will get same output 6 comma 6, and here you can easily calculate this using numpy. Next we have determinant. We can easily calculate determinant using numpy. Let me define first identity matrix of 2 by 2 matrix, and let me define data type. Suppose integer 8. Let me print it. This is my 2 by 2 identity matrix. I can also add 2 here. Now I would like to calculate determinant. That means determinant means 3 multiplied by 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2. It will be, the output should be 5, right? Let me calculate this. I can use np dot linear algebra len alg dot determinant. I can pass a and the value will be 5. It is displaying in decimal value 5.001. Suppose if I add by 1, 2 multiplied by 2 minus 1 multiplied by 1, it will be 3, but the output is 2.996, so the value is in decimal. If I write here dot around, the value will be now in integer, so the output is 3. If I add by 2, the output will be 5. In this way I can calculate determinant using numpy. Next, let me create 2-dimensional array. Let me print this array. Now I can calculate a minimum value of this array. I can write np.min, and definitely the minimum value is 1, right? In the same way I can print maximum value, and here I can write np.max. You can clearly see the maximum value is 15. Also let me write np.min a. Now let me write x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0 means row, x is equals to 1 means column. X is equals to 0 means I want to calculate minimum value from row 0. So in this row, and minimum value is definitely 1. I have not printed the value, you can print by yourself, the output will be 1. In the same way, if I write here x is equals to 1, x is equals to 1 means column, the array is at 15 and the maximum value in this array is 15. You can print it by yourself. Next, I can also calculate sum, and for this I can simply write dot sum and the output will be 53. Next, we have reshape method. Let me define one dimensional array. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this is my one dimensional array. Now let me reshape this array. Reshape means to convert its dimension. Right now this is one dimensional array. I would like to convert this one dimension into two dimension, and for this I can use reshape method. And as I have 10 element, I can write suppose 5 comma 2. Now this is my two dimensional array. I can also write 2 by 5. That means as I have 10 elements, I should write either 5 by 2 or 2 by 5. If I write suppose 6 here, it will generate value error because 6 multiplied 2 equals 12 and there are no 12 elements, so it will create problem. So I have to either write 5 by 2 or 2 by 5, means I have to reshape based on the number of element I have in the array. Next, how can we load data from files? Suppose right now I am in this directory. I have one test file here, test.txt, and there are some elements in this text file. I would like to load this text file using Numpy. How can I do this? I can write file equals np dot generate from text, and here I can write the name of my file. So name of my file is test.txt and it is present in the root directory, so I don't need to pass whole path. And also I can pass delimiter. Delimiter means, if you see here, each element in this file is separated by comma, so delimiter is comma in this case, so I can pass comma. Now I can print file, and you see it will print, it will get text from my file, and by default it is having floating value. I can pass data type here, or I can write here file dot age type integer 16. Now data type is integer. In this way we can load data from file. You need to remember to pass delimiter to generate from text file. Next, this is very important, to solve the equation using Numpy. How to solve the equation? Suppose we have two equation, 2 multiplied by a plus b equals 6 and a plus 2 multiplied by b equals 3. Now I would like to solve this equation using Numpy. The answer will be 3 and 0. Now let me solve this problem using Numpy. So I have x equals suppose np.array. Now the coefficient of a is 2, coefficient of b is 1, right? So I can write 2 comma 1, and I can write here, and for the second matrix this is coefficient of a is 1 and coefficient of b is 2. So in this way I can define first x. In the same way for y I can define 6 and 3. I can write here 6 and 3. In this way I have to provide coefficient value here, and now I can easily write result equals np dot linear algebra dot solve. Now I can pass x comma y, and if I print the result, the answer will be 3 and 0. See, this is very easy. I can also write only result and it will display 3 and 0. This is all about numpy. So I hope this video is very helpful to you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. So see you guys.